Hello, we're back. Tomos is here, sipping on this weed drink. I came up big time on the seal that I needed. Flashback to like 2 episodes ago on the Tomos. I got this nut part from Moped Division, but it didn't come with the seal. I shouldn't say I didn't get the seal. It didn't come with the seal. So, of course, the only other way to do it is to order it from Treatland, usually. But with the tariffs right now, the U.S. is not taking my money. However, I looked on Amazon and I found 2 of these seals for 7 bones. So we're going to run the sprocket nut seal. I've noticed a lot more wet transmission fluid leaking from my pedal shaft lately. That's a bad sentence. That sentence sounds horrible. There's a lot of leaking from my shaft right now. I'll also do a transmission fluid change. Maybe my fluid's getting a little thin or it's a little old. While we're in here, we may as well do the fluid change. Okay, we got the side cover off. It's messy on there. Of course, I cleaned all this last time. It was pretty messy last time, but yeah, it's very soupy this time. My transmission fluid, I'm curious to see what it looks like when it comes out of the bike, because this looks just like more wet. Just looks a little more wet than usual. Obviously, there's no... I guess I could have some kind of leak that gets gasoline into the transmission fluid, but I've noticed no chains of... Maybe this drink is doing something. Holy fuck. I've noticed no change in performance. So, either way, let's pull off the seal. Let's drain the fluid. Pull off the sprocket along with the locking washer thing. And we're inside. I did it the lazy way and just popped the chain off. I know that this is the outer seal and there's bushings inside that act as kind of a seal. I'm going to put grease around this to hope the grease maybe keeps a little bit of the mess contained. Clean it and then grease. As I explained, cleaned up, greased on the inner edge, and then I greased along the outside edge. Greased on that area where the sprocket or where the pedal shaft goes through. Now we're going to lock the nut in with the locking washer, put the chain back on, and that'll be it. Pretty easy. Transmission fluid will be next after that. I'm not going to film all this. The next thing you'll probably see is me draining the fluid. Okay, boom. Got the washer seal there. I fixed my chain tension. Okay, doing the fluid drain. Remember from the first Tomos video, just trying to see. What do you think, guys? Does that look like a thread repair job? Let me know. Transmission fluid time. Alright guys, transmission fluid drained. I was able to successfully spill chemicals again. I knocked it over. Like I went to go move something and I knocked over the jar. Anyways, yeah. Only moderately successful, I think. There's still a fuck ton of shit oil everywhere. It could just be residual off my chain. It'll have to be a couple cleanings before things kind of plateau and even out. If they are going to, that I would know. But yeah, pretty oily. Okay, status report. I took the Tomos for a ride. A very thorough ride, might I say. Here's a status report on the chain. It's so much cleaner after today, so I think it might just be leftover oil that I couldn't really clean off, getting thrown out with all the force and the speed of everything and going around. It's probably just getting oily from that, because my back wheel's fairly clean and the front is pretty much exactly how I left it when it was cleaned up. On the swing arm, still a little bit of oil from the chain coming off, but pretty good.